Students, our today's topic is levels of biological organization. As you know, there are millions of organisms. What do you mean by organism? Organisms are all the living things like plants, animals, and microorganisms. So there are abundance of plant, animal, and microorganism are present on the planet Earth. These organisms are different from each other because they are all made up of cells. Some organisms have only one cell as a whole body, so they are called the unicellular organisms like amoeba. You know that amoeba is a single cell, but we say that it is a organism because this single cell perform all the body functions. What are the body functions of a living organism? They can move, they can reproduce, they can take food, they excrete. All these are the function of a living thing. So amoeba is a unicellular organism, but it is a single cell. Some organisms have more than one cell in their body. They are named as simple multicellular, like Hydra, Planaria. These are the organism, but they have not a single cell in their body. But their number is less than any big animal or a big plant, mean a complex multicellular organism. So they are named as simple multicellular organism. Some have millions of cells in their body which are organized in a special manner, or we can say that they are arranged in a manner. These organisms, they are named as complex multicellular organism. So we can say that organisms are of three types: unicellular or simplest organism like amoeba. Second, simple multicellular organisms, for example, Hydra. And third are the complex multicellular organisms like elephant. Now, in different animals, there are different body parts. According to their requirement or function, they perform. For example, human beings have digestive system, reproductive system, skeletal. Plants have vegetative system and reproductive system. Because plants prepare food with the help of vegetative system, containing organs like roots, stem, and leaves. The biological organization or the organization of a body of a living organism has following steps in a sequence. The sequence is first are the atoms. Atom changes into molecules. Molecules made up the organelles, and when organelles are combined, they make a cell. Cell, a group of cell is a tissue, and when different tissue combine, they make an organ, and when organ they combine or collectively they function, they make a organ system. So when different systems they are grouped in a body, they make the body of an organism. Our first level is the subatomic particles and atoms. You know that all the living and non-living things, living and non-living matter is composed of simple units called atoms. Each atom is composed of subatomic particles, electron, proton, and neutron. For example, carbon is a element. Carbon contains 6 electrons, 6 protons, and 6 neutrons. It is an atom of carbon. It is the nucleus of the atom, and these are the orbitals in which the electrons revolve. Carbon has 6 electrons in their orbitals and 6 protons and 6 neutrons in the center. It is a atom of carbon. So we can say that a single atom of carbon, it contains 6 electrons, 6 proton, and it has 6 neutron. Second example is an oxygen atom. Oxygen atom has 8 electron, 8 proton and 8 neutron. Same is the case, electrons are revolving in the orbitals, proton and neutron, they are present in the center. All elements are made up of the atoms. A single atom has the electron and proton and neutron, which make her atomic number and atomic weight. The different elements have atoms having different number of electrons and protons. The electron, proton and atom you will study in the chemistry also. A question arises in your mind, what is the relation of atom with the living bodies? There are some elements which make the living bodies also. These are named as bioelements. There are 16 elements which are named as bioelements. Bioelements, why we say them bioelements? Because they make the body of living organism. There are some elements which make the body of living organism like phosphorus, oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen and calcium. They make the 99% of the living body. It means the body of living organism, which are animal, plant and human being, they totally made up of these elements. 6 bioelements. Remaining bioelements, which are the potassium, sulfur, chlorine, sodium, magnesium, iron, copper, manganese, zinc and iodine, they are also present in the living body, but their percentage is very low, 1%. It means the total bioelements which are present in a living body, their number is 16. So we can say that there are total 16 bioelements. Only 6 bioelements make 99% of the living body, means that they are needed in more quantity and the remaining 10 are needed in small quantity. Look at this diagram on page number 14. The percentage composition by mass of bioelement in this diagram is given. Oxygen is about 65%. It means oxygen quantity is greater than any other element in the human body. Carbon is 18%, hydrogen is 10%, and the remaining calcium 2%, phosphorus 1%, and other things they are 1%. It means these bioelements which are named as the important bioelements, they also have different percentages. They are not present in equal amount in the living body.